like CPU, since you like CPU, I wanna see you, baby. May like CPU, since you like CPU.
Wow, this is your first message. Monkey is your first message. That's what we're doing. Wow, so disrespectful. Might be. You meant that. That's okay. Also, hey, Fries. I just was letting the music rock a little bit. So I kind of just wanted to get at a second. It did not slip. Don't lie to these people. You're trying to make yourself look good. Now I don't respect that. Stand on your business, nigga. Accidentally typing shit is crazy. Exactly, Marcus. Exactly. Like the fuck you talking about? Like. Where the fuck is my music at? Am I stupid? Maybe a little. Y'all never had that happen? No, they haven't. Not in my chat. No, they haven't. They have never called me a monkey on accident. You ain't got no ass, so how you gonna butt down? You ain't got no ass. Where the butt coming from? From the butt down. Yeah, if it's so dramatic, be autocrat. No, don't back that light-skinned demon. Don't back him up. You don't know what I got. Noah, let's look. Let's be serious. But Solar, the girl on the right up here, she had made Noah. Let me be nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be nice. So, Solar, she's the girl on the right. She is the one that has made these star puffs and they're like not synthetic hair, but I think they're synthetic. But yeah, I think they're synthetic hair puffs, and she's been selling them to recreate her like hair sculpting that she's been doing on her page. And there's another girl, hold on, so I could just visual representation. Hold on. This girl, she started doing hair sculpting videos and stuff like that. I remember during the pandemic era, I'm pretty sure she was doing it before that, of like hair sculpting and like these cool videos and stuff like that of her hair sculpts or whatever. And she bought a copyright on star puffs, like heart puffs. What else was there? There was, I think, 2 other puffs she got copyrights for, and that is impeding on Solar and her literal business that she just started and was crowdfunding for. And now it's turned into a suing situation where this woman, Quinn, is suing Solar for over hair, but like, I don't know how to describe it. She's suing her over the branding of it, of Solar's. It's so hard to describe because it's such a stupid thing to sue over. I'm sorry. Yes, those ponytail pieces cool. Here, and Zaina Bear do these cool Afro sculpting tricks. Yeah. Suing over hair. That's what I'm saying. That's the crux of all of this. Is everybody, like, not everybody, most people have felt that Quinn is going like above and beyond, and Quinn's what is it? Her her point of this basically is she doesn't want Solar selling to people that are non-black, white, that aren't black, period. And while I can understand that statement, you can't restrict sales, because then sales to people worldwide, because then that becomes discriminatory and that is illegal. Also, you're not taking account that there are, like, Noah in the chat, I'm just kidding. But like, people that are half black and half white and have mixed children, you can't, like, you know what I'm saying? It's again, it's discriminatory and it's illegal to do that. Also, no, you started this. Yeah, let's go. But you can't do that. But also, it's just like, why? I want to get in her head, but I just know that it's coming from a malicious, I want to be the only one place, like crabs in a barrel type shit. And I don't like it, because hair sculpting has been a thing in the black community for centuries, not decades, not, you know, half a century. No, this ain't something that just started in the 70s. Niggas been doing this from time before we even got to America. Niggas been hair sculpting. And I get not want to sell to clear folks, but like to want to control who somebody else sell to. That's what I'm saying. You're trying to like stamp in history that you are the creator of this thing, and you are not. You're not the innovator, you're not the creator. This wasn't an original idea. There is documented evidence that you are not the creator of this, bitch. I'm sorry, the bitch is crazy. But there's documented evidence that you were not the creator of this. Stop. While you are a head, the branding is where there may be legal room, but the actual Afro puff hair pieces themselves, not so much. Especially demanding a demographic be excluded from said product. That's part of the claim. That part of the claim is absurd. The branding, I still don't think has enough backbone to even like stand up for itself in the court of law, especially when we're getting into IPs and copyright infringement and all of that, because there has to be like it has to be like definitive that you created this. This is the only place that she could have gotten this inspiration from. There, like, it has to be definitive. Yeah, I'm new to the situation, but to me it sounds flimsy. But that's because I got my degree in music business, and I did have to take a class on like law, like the contract side of doing things, and also I have an extensive amount of information on like copyright claims, IP, like all that information. So it's just like she has to be sure that she is like the like she did this. But it's also nasty because she knows that Solar does not have the money and the backing to legally trump her. So she's taking advantage of a situation and also trying to look morally and like publicly right. And I can't fuck with that. If you trying to get over on a bitch, get over on a bitch, but don't be trying to like come to us, the people, and like plead your like case, because I'm gonna say you wrong anyways. You're not suing me. Also, you know, I'm not gonna be in the courtroom, so it's like leave me out of this, sister. I don't give a fuck. So let's get into these videos. I'm gonna shut my black ass up so y'all can hear what these girls are talking about. I'll input here and there, but mostly it's a watch part. Corporate bullying, I hate it, especially that's what I'm saying. You're not going to get me. And it's not even a court. She's not even corporation. She just has more capital than the girl. She has more time and money to put into this. And caveat, the reason why I think she put a patent in for Star Puff or something like that. And that's the reason why I guess, she's suing her or whatever. But she did all of that, and put a copyright in for Star Puff and the heart and all that stuff, because she was writing a book. Apparently the book looked, forgive me, 6 to 10 pages long. It's a children's book about a mythical character, black girl character, and her hair. Which, do your thing. She's an artist. But it's like you're dampening someone else's art to bring your shit up. Just because, and to me, it's because she ain't getting no fucking motion. That's just what it looks like from the outside looking in. It's like you're trying to stamp her out because you're not as popping as her. Even though you've been doing it longer than her. Quote unquote. That's what the people say. Now, there's a few things, because my ears perk up at stuff. And I remember watching this the other day, and I already knew, because it was after I watched the first 2 initial videos. I was like, oh, let me, be abreast of everything. And I put this up, and as soon as she got to this last second portion, I noticed she did something. She did this shit right here. She said, oh wait, where my camera at? She did that. She did one of these. I said, dog whistle? Like, girl, leave me out of your bullshit. If you want to sue because you feel like your art is being quote unquote taken advantage of by somebody else, do that. But don't try to black it up. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to leave me out of that. You're trying to create a movement to get this girl out the space. You're trying to embolden niggas. I'm good. Well, basically the artist sued WWE and 2K for them not being compensated for having Orton's likeness, tattoos, and all in the game and without crediting it. Oh. I don't think this will go very long, only because, again, one party doesn't have the funds to go back, like literally drag this out. Bringing others into this type of shit is always it is. And it just showed me, after I watched both of the initial videos unbiasedly, of course, you were doing this also after I watched her specific video, you're doing this to make sure you're the only one. It's like, it's very, Nicki Minaj effect. It's very that, like, it gives that. But it's like, in the neo soul way, in the black hotep power way. Like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, these tattoo artists ain't playing out. Yeah. But yeah, that I just like, girl, get the fuck out of my face with that baby shit. Okay, so let's get to the first video I saw, which was Solar and her business partner. This was the first video I saw. Hold on. This was the video I saw. And we can watch that from the beginning. And I'll interject when I feel called to by the Spirit of the Lord. Mind you, the funny part about this is that Solar, I think, reached out to Quinn to collaborate way before this lawsuit shit happened, and was still open to collaborating from what the messages that I saw. And then I guess something occurred to where they couldn't collaborate. I don't know what that something is. People are leaving out details. I don't like that. If you're gonna tell it all, in the words of Usher Raymond. But then it becomes this thing where Quinn messages her and then Solar never responds back. I think in like pertaining to something, I forgot what the specific message was when she did reach out, when Quinn reached out. But she never messaged back, and I think it was to clear up the controversy, I guess, between, or the animosity that was really coming from Quinn's side with Solar, but she never responded. I don't blame her, but that's, I guess, why we're here with the suing shit. And yeah, this also was very sinister to me. Very sinister, because if you look promptly at your screen at the dates, this seems just very reactionary. This seems very, oh, I just did this. Because bitch, you're not going to get, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to, what is it? You're not going to like play with me type shit. Like, oh, you're not going to, I'm not playing with you type shit. Because this was literally 2 months ago. Well, now, like, technically, like a month and a half ago. But almost, we're 10 days away from this being 2 months ago. Sister. You can fool them niggas, the ones that follow you. But exactly, it's retaliatory response. It gives very reactionary, like, oh, I just did this, just to pat you on the hand, just to pop you on the hand real quick. Stop playing. Like, that's what it's giving. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not fucking. I'm not. Yeah, like I say, you can fool them niggas. You can't fool me. Like, I'm sorry. That's like, and she. Well, I'm gonna skip to the end of this, and then we gonna go straight into the other girl video because I think it's shorter, but also because there's a part in it where it's like, I understand you, but it's giving, you're so full of yourself, it's unbecoming. Like, you're so full of your own hubris, you don't even get how this looks.
months of this year. Filed it with nothing approved, nothing registered, and nothing.
Look at these fucking dates. Look at these dates. If this was like, oh, I'm doing this because I want to make sure people outside of our race do not get to do this type of shit, I would get it. I would understand it. I would rally and champion behind it. But, you lost me. You lost me because before all of this trade dress application and trademarking application situation happened, you already had in your mind you were going to sue this girl. If the trade dress application came in August 20th, if the trademark application came in, what was it, October 25th and 26th, that's 2.5 weeks before this lawsuit. 2.5 weeks after this lawsuit. You sued before you even had, before they even gave you these trademarks. You were going to sue regardless. Regardless, you were going to sue that girl. Because you just wanted to. Solar has been at this since 2021. The other chick is suing over a product that she doesn't even have. Exactly. She doesn't even have puffs. She doesn't even have hair, anything. She's selling a children's book with these hairstyles in them. Which is fine. Yes, children should love their natural hair, blah, blah, blah. But, you're not... These are two different, man. Oh, okay. Natural hair is now a $9 billion business. This is pure greed, so even the smaller creators are getting into it. Everybody wants a chunk. Monopolizing hair, natural hair, crush the movement. I agree. I also think that trying to ostracize smaller Black creators from doing and being creative is the most, especially as another Black creative, is so insidious. It's deplorable. I could imagine what the natural hair movement would have looked like if it started out like this. I don't know. It just blew my mind that someone was again as bold and brash and had so much hubris and ego that they didn't understand what type of environment that they're creating with this type of legal action, especially in the in the music industry, the past 2.5-3 years that we've had. And it's like she's using these like talking points. Quinn is using these talking points, you know, for the culture and stealing and all of it. Like, girl, you think I'm a simple bitch. You think the people that follow you are simple bitches. You think that they're stupid. You think the people that follow you are dummies. To sit here and believe that you are trying to protect this art form for them, when what you're doing is impeding other Black creatives from really branching out in the space. Because on one hand, I understand wanting this to only, if it's going to be, excuse me, not monopolized, but if it's going to be headed by, you know, by someone, that it be Black people, because it's our art form, our art form. But to do that, and then, because it's one thing to trademark and do the trade dress and all of that, but it's another thing to, before your trademarks even get approved, sue a small Black content creator. That's what makes everything else that you're saying invalid to me. But again, let her speak. We'll let her speak. Let's hear her speak. Let's hear her words. Sorry, I had to stop that there. Mind you, what is the thing you did in the last 6 to 8 weeks that would require her to be posting over 200 times? Again, you think motherfuckers is stupid. You just sued that girl at the top of October. You just sued that girl at the top of October. I wouldn't stop talking about you, bitch. Like, I'm so sorry to call you a bitch, but I'm just saying bitch in general, not bitch in, you know, one-on-one personal, because I don't know you. You wouldn't get me to shut up about this lady that is suing me. Especially if it's for something as wild as this. Now, I do not condone a threat. I do not think beating somebody's ass over this is, you know, needed. I also can't stop niggas from threatening you. I mean, you could try, you know, sue them, I guess. But like, it, like, again, you think niggas is dumb. Like, what's this? A grandma said they think you stupid. Like, girl, you think that we are stupid? 6 to 8 weeks ago, 6 weeks ago. Actually, let me pull out my calendar. What was 6 weeks ago? Calendar. Oh, girl, who is that? I don't know Caleb. Well, I do know Caleb, but fuck. Calendar. Okay. Okay, so 6 weeks ago to what's the date of this? 2 days ago. So that's what, the 13th. Okay, that's the 13th, right? Day 13th. So that's one. Hold on, let me go to the months. Months. Let me go to year, because I can't. So we're at, okay, 13th. 1, 2, wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's been harassing you again. So I did the math right. Anyways, she's been harassing you for 6 to 8, quote unquote, 6 to 8 weeks. Sister, you've been suing her for 6 to 8. Like, girl, what do like, girl, how do you, again, do you think I'm fucking stupid? Girl, I would be talking about your ass too, morning, noon, and night. Cause how the fuck dare you, bitch? Anyways, I'm sorry. That just really, I hate when people play with niggas' intelligence. You think niggas are stupid? Sorry, eating a cookie. Yeah, like, don't get me started. Okay, we gonna read the screenshots because they are pretty important. I feel they are pretty important. I have a pending design patent for my hair extensions. Hairstyles on my own head cannot be copyrighted or trademarked. This situation is like trying to copyright cornrows or box braids. This entity is trying to gatekeep a practice that is a form of cultural expression. What is protected are photographs and videos of my hair sculpts. I can't trademark or copyright the hair sculpt itself, is what she's saying.
Was has publicly stated about filing for a patent. Now, she's not filing for a drawstring ponytail that already exists. She's filing for the star afro-shaped design, which would be an attempt to claim ownership over the visual appearance of a star-shaped afro puff. I'm not sure why there are so many videos criticizing me about copywriting my star puff design when a design patent is literally the same thing. She gets encouraged to file for a patent, and I get crucified for filing for copyright. So the outrage directed against me for protecting my work doesn't make sense, especially in the light of all this. I can't confirm whether or not she registered for a patent. Those aren't public until they're published. But what I can confirm is that there's no Star Puff registration as of the date of this video. I'm not trying to own a hairstyle, and I would never want to, but my art is protected, as any creative or artistic brand of work should be. Protecting my art does not affect Black women as a whole. This is also not going to affect any future hair sculptors that want to enter the space. This only affects one person, the person who copied the protected elements of my work and tried to monetize off of them. Owning a hairstyle is not even logically or legally possible. Intellectual property protection, trade dress, trademark, copyright does not stop everyday people from shaping their hair. That's not how this works. This is why it's important to listen to people who actually know what they're talking about, instead of getting swept up in narratives designed to trigger emotion. The only limitations are posting so incessantly that you're causing brand confusion. Everyone is free to shape their hair into stars, hearts, sushi rolls, it doesn't matter. Please do. I've been dropping tutorials on how to sculpt your hair for years. Since I started my social media journey, I've been putting y'all on game. I do not gatekeep. This is the kind of imitation that causes brand confusion. For the record, we never asked her to take down any of her original hair sculpts. Only the 250 posts that mimicked my artwork. What's happening right now isn't just about copywriting my work. There is a real pattern of Soul attaching herself to me and building momentum off of me. She first started gaining traction because she was mimicking my star, heart, flower, and butterfly designs with her real hair. I then came out and said she's inspired by me. Not a bunch of lies, not a narrative, I just said she was inspired by me. I took that and made a video accusing me of all these things. I was bullying her, I harassed people, I'm gatekeeping. None of this is true. And then immediately after that, she drops these star puff hair extensions that don't mimic her natural hair, but mimic the same density and the same volume as my puffs. And throughout all this, there is no proof of all this bullying and harassment that I apparently do to everybody that enters the space. No proof. You guys just believe the narratives with no proof. And now I'm sitting here fighting for my life, literally. This whole narrative that I think that I invented hair sculpting, dead. I went to cosmetology school and graduated with my master cosmetology license. I've been to a Bronner Brothers hair show. Look at this video right here. This was posted years before all this chaos. Me paying homage to all my ancestors that did hair sculpting before me, even though my art looks nothing like theirs. I know that I'm not the first person to shape their hair ever. Original is in my bio because my art is original. My art style is original. Having original in my bio is not me claiming hair sculpting or claiming to have invented it. There's a clear pattern of her attaching myself to me and my work, and
okay. Hold on, sister. Hold on. You stay right there. Excuse me. Whoa, that was crazy. Oh, if you see Chicken Little, use your brain skills. You don't know who that is. Oh, original definition. Oh, sure. Yeah, personally, but okay. So let's look up the definition of original: present or existing from the beginning, first or earliest, created directly and personally by a particular artist, not a copy or imitation. Something serving as a model or basis for imitations or copies. An eccentric or unusual person. Okay. Okay. What else did she say? Hold on.
sculpting or claiming style is original. Having original in my bio is not me claiming hair sculpting or claiming to have invented it. There's a
Um, mm, inventive, invented. Let's use the adjective. You being an inventive person, having the ability to create or design things or to think originally of product, process, action, etc., showing creativity or original thought. The synonyms here: creative, original, innovative, imaginative, fertile. You're using language that is interchangeable here, sister. Again, you think niggers. Whoa. Excuse me. I said riggers. I did not say. I said triggers. You think people are stupid. I didn't say that. I did not say that. You didn't hear anything. Okay? Calm down. Don't do the whoa. Don't hit the dance move. I did not say what you think I saw. I said even though I love a hard ER every now and again, I did not say that. But yeah. Set. Ooh. Yeah, like I was saying though, she thinks she getting over on niggas, and she not, and I need that to be understood for real. This fake ass shit. I'm sorry. Her saying that she wants her to stop recreating and selling her artwork, and then doing this exasperated ass bullshit on camera. Your sister. This would, to me, in my eyes, this would be your artwork if she saw the drawings and designs that you made for these puffs and then recreated them. The puffs that she sells are actually smaller in size than what the fuck you got on your head right now, which is your natural hair. Hold on. Because one thing about me, I'm a journalist. Okay, here we are. These are her star puffs. These are her star puffs. This is, hold on. This is, I'm going to get this off here. These are her star puffs on her head. These are her star puffs from her natural hair that she loves to talk about. These are the star puffs that Solar is selling. It's star puffs, it's a flower puff, and there was something else, but I don't remember. But yeah. These are the star puffs that she was selling. And if y'all want to, put money on her shit, y'all can. Thing is, I just never subscribed to the idea that we need to address shit like this to the public. Letting sleeping dogs lie and leaving it to the court is on. Exactly. I totally agree. Like, if you was gonna sue her regardless, I would have shut my ass up and then let it run. Let it go. Cause like y'all not gonna bully me. If anything, I'm putting out one typed and written statement and I'm leaving it there. You making a video detailing harassment, fine. Because nobody should be harassing you about the bullshit. But you're leaving space making this video for niggas like me and other niggas on the internet to line by line dissect everything that you're saying and call you out for some bullshit that you're saying, because a lot of this is bullshit. But also it's not just her making these videos, so it's Solar. And so it's like both of y'all don't have like a good thought process in the brain, because someone that was being legally advised in the best way would have told you to shut the fuck up by now. Like, they would have said, babe, just let it go, let it fly, let it happen. Let it happen. But we're gonna go back to the video. I hope it doesn't like lose you how much this little girl character looks like Solar. Also, the art in this book, besides her hair sculptures on her real self, look AI. No hate, no shade, because all of the art that she showed prior to opening that book, well, actually, after she opened that book, I think she showed her actual art that she drew after she opened that book, looked amazing. When she opened that book, it looked like AI. Like AI art. And the fact that she's crying on this motherfucking screen is not taking me away from the facts. Like, it's like you can try to persuade and sway your audience any way that you would like, but I just think a lot of this it feels disingenuous because of the timing of, again, the trademark and the trade dress applications, as well as the lawsuit in the middle of that. And it's like, I get why she's doing this. I get why she included this, because it endears you to your audience. it humanizes you to your audience. It shows that you're doing this. It's a call to action for niggas, because she's trying to show that she's doing this for a bigger purpose. That bigger purpose being the children. So they can feel good about their hair and want to do what she does with her hair. You know, with her natural hair. It hasn't lost me what's happening here. And it's disturbing me that it's working on niggas. Because you're letting someone manipulate you into being on their side when you should just be listening. And T. Martian having his dog in his apology for this. I don't know who that is, but if that's what it's giving, then that's what it's giving. But yeah, it's just if that's getting you, then hey, bless you. But like, I'm here for information and how that information comes into play with you filing a trade dress in August, then you giving her sending her a lawsuit in the beginning of October, and then your patents being approved or trademarks being approved at the end of that month, that same month in October. I need to understand that. And it's like smoke and mirrors. It's like you're trying to give all of this upfront information and be like, you're trying to give all this shut up. You're trying to give all this upfront information about like your book, people threatening you, and you know, like why you're doing this and who you're doing it for, quote unquote, and not the specific reason why she's the target. The specific reason and dates and timelines that stuff happen, so we can get an understanding how it's her and not you. But yeah, trust me, that's a whole other can of worms. It was just the first thing that came to my mind. Okay, leave me out of it then. If it's a can of worms, I don't feel like digging through it. I'm okay. The only time I want to see a can of worms is if I'm fishing. Okay. Mind you, Solar has been doing this since 2021. So really, again, this is looking personal, bitch. Like, sorry, I keep saying bitch. This is looking personal, sister. This is looking personal. Because I'm pretty sure Quinn started around 2020. But and she's talking about brand this, brand that. Both of y'all brands, to me, are different. You're different. And that's okay. When I think of Star Puffs, when I think of like sculptures that are unique and where you can go out in public and wear them, I think of Solar. When I think of hair sculpting that's avant-garde, that's, you know, could be to the point of macabre, you, girl, that's all you, almost. And to some lengths and extents could be like cosplay a little bit. That's you. That's your shit. That's your judge, not hers. Y'all are two different lanes of the same niche. So why? It's just here, Nick. I don't know. I just want to look through the comments a little bit. Okay, after hearing both sides, I get it. It's not about the hair. It's about the artwork. Hair is just a medium, no different than an artist choosing to work with clay paint or any other medium. The issue is what I created with said medium. Artist to artist, you can paint a flower with pastel acrylic paint, just like I painted a flower with pastel acrylic paint, but you cannot copy my flower verbatim, stroke for stroke, shape for shape, color scheme for color scheme, and then monetize from copying my design. This is what Queen Ava is saying. Sculpt your hair any way you like. I cannot stop you. Sculpt in stars, flowers, half moons, have fun. But if it's in the exact shape, exact texture, exact density and depth, exactly like my art, and you monetize it, this is theft of intellectual property. She is saying that she's a solar being, has copied her work, leveled up, using her style in essence, and is now pulling the wool over everyone's eyes by creating the narrative that Queen Ava is trying to claim her sculpting. In doing this, it's going to upset 99.9% black women / people because what? Who may think, girl, this was a thing before any of us was born, which is true, but it was never done like this. This is a very thin line between inspiration and emulation. Sure, be inspired to make your own version. And I do remember she's a solar being, hair being see-through. Girl, huh? What that got to do with anything? That's just an insult. Additionally, for those saying y'all should work together, you could do so much good if you come together, I'm sure is insulting to Queen Ava when the work is original to her. Why should she collab with a thief? Allegedly. Well, because she wanted to collab with that thief. Allegedly. And it really ain't no allegedly. It's in the messages. I saw the messages. Anyways, destiny swapping is real. People, quote unquote, borrow energy and essence from others, leveling up in life with it. And because this hits very close in similarity, it's hard to tell it's happening coming from someone who has been temporarily destiny swapped, because it don't last long. I get it. The above mentioned is only my interpretation of the video I just watched. Let's see what she replied with. Okay. Anyways. But my whole thing is whether it's about the branding or about the hair, either way, actually, because it's about the branding, it makes it even worse. And the branding of it makes it even worse. Y'all have totally different brands. Y'all just happen to do the same, like, again, the niche is an umbrella, and that's hair sculpting. Underneath that umbrella, y'all do two different things. She shapes her hair in the form of letters, in the form of like bobs, like corporate bobs, like this, like mod 1950 shit. Like you could go outside with that type of shit that she be sculpting in her head. On your side, I only see you sculpt like fucking geometric shapes. Like, hold on. Let me see. Gold shorts. This is the shit that I see her doing with her hair. Niggas is not going out with their hair looking like this. Not saying that it's bad at all. But this just gives like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's giving art. This is art. And I also think it's cool. She takes the shed hair and like makes, you know, parts of, you know, her like stuff like this. And like she made the pieces with her shed hair. Cool. That's dope, actually. You know what I'm saying? She makes cool shit with her hair. But a lot of the shit that she makes with her hair, niggas is not going outside walking down the street with that. Not no hate. No hate. She covered her whole face to become what, Spider Woman. Like,
Let's style a poofy bang in 30 minutes. Since my hair is pretty blown out, I'm gonna hair in the direction I want it to without extra distance from like bobby pins or hairspray, for example. Like I said,
making hair sculpts that are, to me, entirely, like, yes, there's some creative ones in here, but most of it is shit you could go outside and wear, other than like the letters. Like, most of this is stuff you could go outside and wear. Most of this is stuff you could go outside and wear. Amazing my fro could never. I don't have the patience. Oh, same. I don't got the patience. Like, I could do some of the stuff Solar be doing. I could try it. Talking about that, I have rollers in my hair, so I had to I have perm rods in my hair. I had to move these hoes around so I could get my headphones on, because that shit was hurting. I had to take one of them on the side out. I was like, oh no, that hurt a little bit too much. But yeah, I couldn't, especially stuff that Quinn be doing. It's beautiful, pretty art. That's art on your head. I can agree with you there, sister. But she's taking it far, doing this whole people are going to confuse my brand with your brand. Nobody has ever confused Solar's brand with your brand. Again, yes, y'all both do hair and y'all both sculpt hair, but I've never said, oh my God, Quinn is stealing from Solar, or Solar is stealing from Quinn. I've seen Solar on my feed and timeline for years now. I've also seen Quinn on my YouTube feed and Instagram feed for years now. I've never said one is doing the I've never mixed up the brands of these two people ever. So I don't get what this lady is talking about. That's where I'm coming from with it. My personal opinion and where I'm coming from with it. But the thing about it is, Quinn was popping before the suit. That's my whole point, is like, she got popping on TikTok during pandemic times for her hair sculpts, because she was doing like these like Steven Universe type shits and these stars. I know I have a video saved on my phone from TikTok from pandemic times, from like 2020, I believe, 2021, 2020, of one of her hair shapes. I do. Because she was very popular on TikTok at a time. Her popularity has died down, and somehow Solar has still been able to keep her hype up, because one, she collaborates with different people that are also popping and that have a platform. Quinn ain't been doing that. I guess I'm on my Mariah Carey. I feel it. I don't know. But yeah, it's just like, girl, you it's like, I don't know how to describe it. You don't put yourself out there, I guess, with other people that have a popping ass platform, and then you get mad and niggas over here in your comments talking about Destiny swapping. Swapping what, Destiny? You're still not popping even after you put out this lawsuit. So either way, you're still you're still a loser. You're like, and that's not on no like mean shit or nothing. That's just on some like, on like the public perception side, you are still a loser down. Like, I don't know what to tell you, sister. I just don't know what to give. I want to give you something, and I gave you that you was popping in 2020, 2021, but sister, it's 2025, about to be 2026. It's okay that sometimes our star shines and then it dims out. And the thing about the creator space is a lot of older, and it's funny that she brings up that Solar, I think, is 25, and then her business partner is 28, and that Quinn is 23, is because, no shade, but a lot of older adults be more popping on the internet space. Not me, even though I'm not popping, but I also choose not to be popping. But also, it's just a lot of older adults be popping on the internet, and it's because they're like, especially younger adults, like 25, like that 25 through 30 range, because they have that 1 foot in 1 foot out type of thing happening, where this, like, they could still be on the rise and the cusp of like pop culture and still be relevant enough for their audience. And I think the problem with Quinn is she's not working her audience better for the age that she is. You're younger than both of these bitches. You should be popping. You should be more popping than they are if we want to talk about age. And you're mad that you're not. That's why we're here. I have a sneaky suspicion that that's why we're here. You're in your brain, you're like, these old bitches are about to get it. Maybe I'm projecting. We'll see. Which I shouldn't be, because again, I have no dog in this fight. But that's why I can't be projecting. This is just only my gut feeling, my inferences. And Quinn says, oh, well, it says creator, so yeah, this is, I guess, her video. Says she told me her whole page is inspired by me and my afro shapes I used to do before my first page got taken down. Okay. And so Laura commented and said, she hates me, by the way. So hold on, let's go to the next screenshot. So it says, hey, Quinn, I'm guessing. No, of course not. I don't know what it was talking about. I apologize for not answering in a timely manner. I'm sorry, grammar. I would love if we could collab one of these days. I really think we need to work together as creatives in the space and that we are in. It will really make waves, I have a feeling. These are okay, the same day. Awesome, exactly same. There is more power in us working together than being individual artists. I may come to Atlanta, it look like, later this year. Maybe this is something that we can do in person, possibly. Don't know what her message was back. I don't know what that shit, the middle of that says. It just says, I don't, just planning to visit. I don't know what was in the middle of that. Okay, didn't say she stole anything. Other people decide besides her. Why are y'all writing like this on TikTok? Oh my god. Did the trend. The difference is she made it her entire page and she's getting all the traction. And I did create it. No one else was doing what I am. Not you trying to discredit me. I'm gonna go on Blank's page and give her my love and support. Let's read. Do a little light reading. It wasn't even something on her story. It was a reel she had posted on. Hold on, let me find it. Oh, I see. I saw she said she was trying to stir the pot on her story 2 days ago, so I thought it was recent. But yeah, she's not kind. Okay. Yeah, she posted a reel talking shit on other Afro artists, explaining, basically trying to say it's her art and everyone should be crediting her. It was so egotistical and just not the vibe. She deleted the post though. I'm assuming because of all the backlash. I think this was to the mama, who the mom is over. Quinn's mother is over. I think her creative collective, whatever that is. I forgot the Queen Collective program, or I don't know what it is technically, but I think it's a program for other artists. My conclusion on this matter is this is going to keep on going on for a little while. I do hope that if it is the mom, that the mom just get a life. I don't know. Get a life. Mama need to get a life. Mom gotta have a life too. And that hopefully is outside of court. Cause it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And nobody should have to go through this. Especially any of these girls, all three of these girls. Nobody should have to go through this. I hope they get some understanding. But I totally feel that Quinn is in the wrong. Miss Ava is in the wrong. You in the wrong. If it's on her own volition, I implore her to pull out. Pull out of the lawsuit before it becomes too much. And it will become too much. This is a federal lawsuit we're talking about. It's going to become too much. So I would just say pull out, because and if you do win it, it's going to set a precedence that is so damaging to others in the hair industry at large that it's going, it just, yeah, pull out. That's all I got. Pull out, Quinn. Pull out. Do what you have to do. Do your patents. Do your stuff. Fine. But suing her over it.
Bang like CPU, central like CPU. I wanna see you, baby. Bang like CPU, central like CPU.